Have I played through the Rage of Bell on preview? Yeah, I did. I went through it. It's trash. It's all heroic encounters. Me personally, we went over this yesterday. I don't mind heroic encounters. Like, I'll sit here and farm heroic encounters all day. It doesn't bother me, but it's just lazy content, is all it is. We've legitimately had heroic encounters in this game for 7 years. I mean, it's the go-to mechanic for Cryptic. Everything revolves around heroic encounters. They just name them differently. I think now they're called fucking portal encounters or something, or whatever they're called. They're called like PEs now instead of HEs. And we've had what was Mod 16? What were those things called? Corruption. What were those things called? You know what I'm talking about. The things to form resonance stones from. They're not technically called heroic encounters. They just changed the name of them, but they're all essentially heroic encounters. We've literally had them for fucking 7 years, man. Like, you're telling me you can't come up with something else? It's just lazy development. It's a lazy design. Apparently, the Tower of Mad Mage rings drop out of the box that you get. You get a box. Like, essentially, so here's how episode 1 goes. You farm heroic encounters to raise a meter. There's like a meter. It's called the Rage of Bell meter. It literally looks like this on the map. And you have to fill the meter up by farming heroic encounters in Mod 18. Once you fill up that meter, Rage of Bell itself unlocks. And you have to go, there's like an instance. You could take a group in there, you could do it solo, but you have X amount of time to farm the boss, essentially. It's a boss fight. He has like 10 million HP or something. I don't know. 20 million HP, somewhat like that. 15 million. I don't know. It's not hard at all. And every time you complete that, you get a new currency. And then you use that currency on some of the new stuff. And apparently, like I said, the Tom rings are actually dropping out of the box. There's like 5 new vanity pets you can buy with the currency. Like, it's so bad, man. It's so poorly designed, and it's like, I just don't understand what they do, because I have all this time in between mods, man. When did Mod 18 officially come out on PC? I don't even remember. When did it officially come out on PC? It's been months, right? 3 months, 4 months ago? January? I think it came out at the end of January, right? Mod 18 came out on PC at the end of January? Okay, well, it's now May. Alright? You're talking about 5 months. And they work on stuff in advance, right? Like, I mean, they've already worked on Rage of Bell for months previous. Like, they're working on, like, Mod 20 stuff now. So, like, you're telling me all you did was used recycled mechanics, threw it all together, slapped it in the same map, and you're telling me that took you fucking 3 months of design to do? Like, I just don't understand what the fuck they do at that company. I really don't. I really don't. No, it's not even Well of Dragons. It's the new Mod 18 map, just reskinned. It literally takes place in the Mod 18 map, in Valenhas. Or Avernus, whatever you want to call it. It's all reused, recycled stuff that they've already had done for Mod 18, and they just kind of tossed some heroics together and called it a day, man. Like, I just don't understand. If you're telling me that episode 1 took, like, 4 months to design and develop, you're fucking lying, okay? You are lying to your player base. Or you just have very, very bad employees. One or the other. You either have really, really bad developers, or you are lying to your community. Because there is no way episode 1 took more than a month of design work. You legitimately recycled, reused the same stuff you had in Mod 18 for episode 1, Rage of Bell. There's no new monster skins. You used the same map. Like, we'll go and look. These guys, I wanted to see when they were going to start, because these guys haven't even started yet. we'll go to Violent House. I'll show you where it is. Like, it's a joke. It's either one of two things. You're either lying to your player base, or your developers are so inadequate at their jobs that I can't even fathom it. Because if Rage of Bell took any more than 1 month to develop, that's a disgrace. It's like right here. I can't even go down. See where these two chains are? There's actually another part of the map that unlocks down here. I think it's down here. Is it over here? No, it's down here, right? There's like another island down here or something. Or maybe it's this island. I don't even know what island it is. You know what? Maybe it is this island. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So you essentially, like I said, you farm all these little heroics, and there's a meter. There's a meter, like up in the right-hand corner of the map, and it says the Rage of Bell on it. You essentially have to fill that meter up. Once you fill that meter up, a portal actually unlocks right here. There's actually a portal here, and you go into the portal, and this portal teleports you to, maybe it is this island, I don't know, the port, or maybe it's this island, or maybe it's this, I don't know. It's one of these islands. Hell, it could even be this little island here. Actually, I think it is this one. I think it's this little island right here. The portal will spawn here when it's available, right? And then you have to farm stuff in that one. So not only do you have to do the HEs to spawn it, or whatever, or maybe it's just this one. You essentially do HEs, right? That's all it is. You do HEs, you unlock Bell, and then you have to run over here. The door is like right here for the boss. So you go in here, and the boss is up for a half hour or something. Maybe it's an hour. I don't even remember. Is it an hour? I think it might be a full hour. It's either an hour or 30 minutes that you have as much time to farm that boss as you want. You keep going back in here. You do it. You kill the boss. The boss has literally like 15 million HP or something. You kill him. You do the encounter. Northside already put videos on it. You gotta hit him with catapults and all this other bullshit. It's literally trash. Trash mechanics. They literally took the same mechanics from the Siege. Again, recycling and reusing mechanics. It's literally the same mechanics that you use right here at Siege, where you have to fire the catapults at the wall. Right? So the boss spawns here. Bell spawns here. The door. You go in there, you slap him around, you get some event currency, and then you essentially use that event. Do I have a picture? I think I have a picture of the shop. Because I haven't made my video yet. I think Nova sent me this picture. Hold on. Here's this picture right here. This is a picture of the shop. I haven't made my preview video yet. Hold on. PC. Here's a little glimpse right here. I think Nova sent me this picture. And you get this currency down here. This is the currency that you'll get by doing it. And I think you get like 7. You get like 7 currency every time you kill that boss. So I mean, you do the math. Okay? You do the math. Right? You get 7 per kill. You're essentially going to farm this nonstop. So there's what? 5 vanity pets. You got the mini Daemon, Kulvastra, Mangler, Kugan, or what's that say? Kugarn, and Moshik. These are all vanity pets. There's 5 vanity pets, and then you get this, you could get the small box of treasures, and it costs 30. Also, AD, by the way. These cost AD, by the way. They finally put an AD sync into the game, so not only does it cost currency, so not only do you have to run this, like, what, 6 times, 5 times? You gotta do the boss 5 times just for 1 box, but also it costs AD. After you get if you even want the vanity pets, like obviously I'll get the vanity pets eventually. That's not top priority. They're gonna be there forever. So we'll go back and farm this to actually get because each vanity pet is 55, dude. And like I said, you get about 7 currency per run-through. So, yeah. Phenomenal content right there. Let me tell you. Double rainbow? You like that double rainbow, JB? You like that double rainbow, buddy? That's Pittsburgh. It's Pittsburgh. Double rainbow. Double rainbow. I changed it. I took Ashley off. I took my wedding picture off. I put Pittsburgh on here. Little Heinz Field. You got the incline. This is a real picture, by the way. One of my photographer friends took this picture. It's a real picture. That's where I live, chat. That's where I live. Why do they put so much emphasis on vanity pets? Because the company is full of morons that don't know what the community wants. I don't even care about vanity pets. Who cares about vanity pets? I got plenty of them. Who fucking cares? I don't even use them. I don't even have one summoned. I never use them. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Maybe if they were bigger or something. Like, maybe if they're so small and irrelevant. Like, maybe if they were bigger, like, maybe if I summoned an actual, like, decent-sized dragon? Who gives a shit? This spider actually used to be really big, and then they nerfed the size of it. And now it's tiny. Now it's absolutely tiny. It used to be huge. It used to be bigger, almost as big as the character model. And then they fucking nerfed the size of it. Like, who cares? Who cares about vanity pets? Nobody. No one cares. And they put 5 new vanity pets in. 5! Can you imagine using all those resources on something that actually mattered? Can you imagine if they actually put the resources into actually giving us actual, like, dungeon rewards or dungeons at all? But no. No. We're gonna put 5 new vanity pets in, right? GG, G fucking G, man. Like I said, they're either lying to the player base, or Cryptic Studios' development team is full of a bunch of 12-year-olds. Because if you're trying to tell me Rage of Bell Episode 1 took more than a month of design time, like I said, you're either A, lying, or B, you literally have a bunch of incompetent morons working at that studio. Because like I said, everything is reused. Is there anything new? I don't think there's anything new. There's no new monster skins, there's no new mechanics, there's not a new map. It's all reused and recycled. If that took any more than a month to put together, that's an embarrassment. Like, it really is. It's an absolute embarrassment. How long did it take them to design Episode 1, Rage of Bell? I don't understand. Please explain it. Chris, where's Chris at? Explain it to me. Explain it to me. And then I wouldn't be so overcritical. But until you legitimately come forward to me and tell me, well, this is why it took so long to develop this content. Because I can see right through it. I can see through the bullshit. Again, it's either one of 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is they're just lying to us and saying that, yes, this content took us 5 months to develop. No, bullshit, it fucking did. Or B, the developers that work at Cryptic Studios are incompetent and don't properly know how to do their job. It's one of 2 reasons. That's it. You can try to blame this on the pandemic and how everything got pushed back. But dude, no. I don't want to hear it. Dude, no. And that's not an excuse in the slightest. You're still actively making content right now, right? Like, you're working on other stuff. You're probably working on Mod 20 right now. You're developing the new Trow right now. So how long did Rage of Bell actually take? How long? Because we don't see anything new. It's all the same monster skins. It's literally the same map that was already released. There's no new designs. It literally uses the same mechanics as the Siege event for the boss fight. I just don't understand. I don't understand. You're talking about something that could have been done in like a month and then released. So what was the holdup? Mod 18 came out on PC at, what, January? It's May. And we still don't even have it. It's not even released. It just came to preview, chat. It just came to preview. It's not even released yet. It just came to preview. And it's 5 months after Mod 18. What? What the hell is going on over there? What is the company doing? Please, please, someone explain it to me. Someone give me some legitimate answers. Mr. Whiteside, please, I'm begging you. Prove me wrong. Prove the world that I'm just full of shit and I don't know what I'm talking about. Because I don't think you can do it. I really don't. Murphy, do you agree? I know you agree, Murphy, because you're my bitch. You're my little bitch, huh? Yes, you are. You're just a good boy. You're just a good boy. You big silly bitch. Yes. Oh, you just want rubbed. You just want rubbed. That's all you want. You're just living your best dog life. Just living the best puppy life right now. Your little butt rub. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's it. Who's a good boy? Tell him, Murphy. Tell Cryptic Studios. What the fuck are you doing? What is happening over there? Someone please. I want someone to explain it to me. I really do. Because I just can't fathom it. Rage of Bell should have taken no more than a month of development time. You literally recycled all old assets and tossed it together. Why wasn't it released already? I mean, the timeline, it was supposed to come out. Where the hell's the roadmap? Let me open the roadmap. Rage of Bell was supposed to release last month. Rage of Bell Episode 1 was supposed to come out in April, but it got pushed back. Why? Why? Why was it pushed back? Mod 18 came out, what, in January? I don't know, I don't remember when Mod 18 came out. Someone has to tell me when Mod 18 came out, because I don't remember. But I think it was January on PC. Like the end of January, toward the end of January, I think is when Mod 18 came out on PC, but I don't remember. But like I said, we're in May. Today is May 6th. May 6th of 2020, Rage of Bell Episode 1 was already supposed to be released on PC back in April, last month. And it just now hit preview. What's the holdup? What's the problem? What's going on in the company? What's going on? Because in my eyes, like I said, I can reiterate all you want. I can go over this all you want. I don't see how this has been pushed back this long to begin with. I mean, this could have theoretically been done by February. March. Mod 18 could have came out in March. Rage of Bell could have been actually released in, Mod 18 came out in January. Rage of Bell could have been released in like March, mid-March, toward the end of March. They had a tentative release of April, but now they've pushed it back. We don't even know when it's coming at this point, right? It just now hit preview. We don't even know when it's actually getting released at this point. So it's like, what's going on? It's not like there's anything new. You recycled all old content, all old assets that you already had. What do I base my timelines on? What do you mean, what do I base my timelines on? Dude, there's a fucking roadmap that they gave us. It's literally right here. Rage of Bell was supposed to come out in April, bro. I don't know when Mod 18 came out. I think it was the end of January. No one has said anything. Rage of Bell was tentative release time of April on PC. We're now in May. June was supposed to be 19, and then the story arc is supposed to start. So July, the trial was supposed to come out. Yeah, bullshit. Trial ain't coming out anytime soon, most likely. The trial's definitely not coming out in July. All this has been pushed back. Everything on this timeline is completely irrelevant now because everything is pushed back. Rage of Bell had a tentative release of April. and now it's been pushed back, and here we are. Like I said, what's today? May 6th. We're already in May. It's already May 6th. We're already pushing into May, and it just now hit preview, which means it's probably not going to get released on the live servers for another 2 weeks. So now we're creeping up on June. Rage of Bell was supposed to come out in April. It's probably not even going to come out until June now. It's about a month difference here. So what do you mean, where am I getting my timeline from, dude? They released a fucking roadmap from, like, months ago. Sonic, why do I think it could be... Did you just join the chat? I literally just went over this, like, 5 different times. Did you just walk in here now? I'm saying that the overall design of Rage of Bell is a complete joke. And they could have released this back in March because it should have taken no more than a month to prepare. They literally recycled all assets. There's nothing new in Rage of Bell. It's all the same character models. It's the same map that Mod 18 is already in. It's the same boss mechanics. It's the same as the Siege event. There's nothing new that they actively created. Like, the Rage of Bell Episode 1 could have literally came out in March. Because I'm pretty sure Mod 18 released on PC toward the end of January. They could have released Episode 1 in March. Because there's literally nothing new. It's just all recycled fucking assets, dude. And here we are in May. It's May 6th, and it's just now on preview, and I just don't understand. I don't understand. There's no reason for it, man. Like, it's a joke. It's either one of two things. The company lies to the community, or the developers that work at Cryptic are complete and just utter morons and don't know how to do their job. Because if Rage of Bell took any more development time than a month, that's a disgrace. I know 14-year-olds that can fucking make content faster than the developers of Cryptic. I know 14-year-olds that are taking introduction to coding classes that would literally run circles around the developers of Cryptic. And I just want an explanation. I want Chris to tell me what the explanation is. Are you just lying to the community all this time, or is your company full of a bunch of morons? One or the other. Because there's no other logical or reasonable explanation for it. Why was it pushed back in the first place? Because of the pandemic and everyone's working from home? Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, dude. That's not a valid excuse. That's not a valid argument in the slightest. We got the stay-at-home order. We all have to work from home. So? What are you talking about? It takes one person to go to the office and just throw all this stuff together. This is Bush League stuff. Neverwinter is a Bush League game, dude. This is Bush League bullshit. Alright? It's not like World of Warcraft, where the dungeons legitimately probably took the developers at Blizzard a few months to develop, right? Between the art assets and the mechanics of the dungeon and the boss stuff. You know, like, there's a lot that goes into that kind of work. Neverwinter doesn't have that. Neverwinter never will have that. Okay? This is Bush League, free-to-play nonsense. So why is the content so spread thin? Especially when you're using rehashed and recycled assets. You're not creating anything new. For fuck's sake, guys, the boss is literally the same character model as, like, the giant shock troopers or whatever they're called. Let me go see if I can find a shock trooper, because it's literally the same skin. The boss in Rage of Bell is literally the same skin as, like, one of these giant shock troopers. I'm gonna see if I can find one. I think they spawn over here somewhere. We're gonna try to find one. I think it's increased in size though. the boss of Rage of Bell is the size is bigger, but I think doesn't one spawn right here? Maybe he's not up. I don't know where they actually spawn, those big ass shock troopers, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right? They're like the big ass. They're all over Infernal Citadel. This guy, there you go, the Pit Fiend. It's not the Pit Fiend though. There's one that's called the Shock Trooper. The Pit Fiend looks a little different. But it's the same, essentially the same model. It's just the Shock Trooper one looks a little different. And that's essentially the boss. Right here's the boss for Rage of Bell. There you go. Right there's the fucking boss. Congratulations. It's literally all the same rehashed content. It's all recycled assets. Like, they didn't even... There's no new map. Like, you just... Rage of Bell just continues. Like, right here. You go on an island. Like, come on, dude. It's the same mechanics as Siege. Like, all you have to do is run the Siege event. You'll know what to do with the boss here. The door for the boss is right here where you zone in at. But you literally, if you've ran the Siege heroic encounter with the catapults, yeah, you got to do that during the boss battle. Congratulations. It's all literally rehashed, reused, recycled content. And I just don't understand. I don't legitimately understand how you can push it back. How are you pushing content back? What do you mean? What do you mean you're pushing content back? Like, what? What are you talking about? This shit should have came out in March. Rage of Bell Episode 1 should have already been released in March. We should already have it on console. No, it hasn't been 45 minutes yet. They're probably on their second run. They might be on their third run now. I mean, do you guys agree with me, or am I just talking out of my ass? Like, what? What's the overall opinion? We have 65 viewers in here right now. Like, what is your opinion on it? I just want some answers, man. I just want answers. I want Mr. Whiteside to come in here and say, well, this is why we had to push it back. Like, give me a legitimate, realistic, logical explanation on why all this was done. Why'd you have to push it back? Why wasn't this released 3 months ago to begin with? It would be completely different if it was all new stuff. Then maybe I would understand. Like, if it was all new assets and the art department had to make all new assets, all new graphics, and all this new stuff, then maybe I could understand. But when you're literally using recycled content and pushing it back? What do you mean? What? The content and the quality of it takes a long time compared to other games? What, in reference to Neverwinter? Because no, it doesn't. Doesn't at all. Half the things they do in this game I could do in a day. Or a week. Like, come on, dude. Neverwinter is Bush League. Neverwinter is not a real MMORPG. Neverwinter is a free-to-play game that's Bush League. Oh, you mean it takes too long for it to come out? That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe if I open up the roadmap again and look, like, maybe the saga of Zyril is going to bring new assets, and maybe that's why it's taking longer to develop, and that's fine. That's fine. But when you're telling me that you're pushing back content for no reason, right? No reason. This should have already been out. Rage of Bell should have already been released. I should already have Rage of Bell on console, for God's sakes. But here we are. It had a tentative release date of April for PC, and it got pushed back. Why? What do you mean it got pushed back? Why? How? Now that we've actually seen what Rage of Bell is, and we know what Episode 1 is, and what we're going to be doing in Episode 1, farming heroic encounters, like, until our eyes bleed, with all the reused graphics and all the reused assets and all the reused mechanics, how can you possibly tell me that you had to push this back? Because you can't. You don't. You don't have a reasonable or logical explanation for it. You don't. You don't. It's as simple as that. I win, you lose, Garland 1, Cryptic Studio 0. And I continue to call your company out on this bullshit, which I have been doing for, 5 years. You have no legitimate excuse. You don't. You don't. You don't. You have nothing to argue with me about. Come tell me otherwise. Where's Chris at right now? It's 4 o'clock. This is around his normal time that he hops into people's channels. Is he in someone else's channel right now? Or maybe he's lurking around listening to me right now. That's fine. But, I mean, you gotta stop lying to the community. You gotta stop lying to the community. You have to be more transparent. Like, if there's something going on in the company that's preventing you from releasing content, then tell us. And then we'll be more understanding. We'll understand. Maybe you had to fire a couple people. Maybe Cryptic Studios lost a couple of its development team because of the pandemic or something. We don't know. Give me a reasonable and logical excuse. Otherwise, stop lying to us. Stop lying to us or hire better developers. Because if your development team is literally taking 3 months and this is the content that you're giving us, man, ooh, man, that is just bad. That's bad, dude.